because part of your passion is to bake and create food, that has really helped you have that higher average order value. Because a lot of mistakes that cafe owners make, they really focus on just the art of coffee. And they think that, hey,
Mhm.
you know what, I'm going to charge another dollar on the art of coffee, and that would be able to make the business. But for you, it's really about the food within that
Yeah.
cafe. And that has that helped you tremendously with getting the average order value up? And do you mind sharing what that is, and kind of like tips on that?
Sure. So at first, we didn't have a big, extensive menu. We really had, I would say, maybe max like 7 items between breakfast and lunch put together. And our average ticket number was pretty low. I remember it was like maybe $9 per, that's very low because no matter how, and mind you, we were working harder for the money because now we didn't have that many choices in food. So all of our money was coming from drinks. So we would get slammed and felt like we worked ourselves to the bone for minimal amount of money because it was all drinks. So now what I did was I created a completely different menu. I created it so that it's more upscale, so that it's worth the money that you're paying and you can't find them anywhere else. So now our average ticket price is over double that.
Oh, for
So
sure.
yeah. So, I mean, now we make the money that we made back then, we make it so much quicker. And we're like, really? We're already hitting that number? Because, now like, there's so many choices. And yeah, pricing is everything because how you can't price a coffee for $8. You just can't,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
know? And people love variety. I don't want to go someplace for a coffee and then someplace for a sandwich and then someplace for no. Like people want a one-stop shop. People are busy, people are building their own lives. Make it easy for them, but make it quality. That's my biggest thing.
Oh,
It's we're
wow.
all are you a vegan? You can come to my store. Are you gluten free? You can come to my store. Are you a regular meat eater? You can come to my store. Like there. Are you a kid? You want a milkshake? You can come to my store. We have literally everything, but we
That,
do it so it's together in the brand.
as we all know, hospitality industry margins are a lot slimmer than any
Right.
other business models out there. So definitely it has to come from a place of love and passion,
It,
right, and enjoyment. And I'm pretty sure for you a big one is, and I'm now putting words in your mouth, is like seeing the magic in people's eyes, right? Like when you deliver that
yeah.
experience. I don't know, is that right for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was because physically you're tired. Physically I was exhausted. It was 17-hour long days for me and barely any sleep. So my knees were hurting, my feet were hurting. But then when I'm in the store, even my employees would be like, "How do you have so much energy?" They couldn't understand. But it's because the energy doesn't come physically for me. It was emotionally and mental energy
Ooh.
from being surrounded by my passion and seeing, my creations and the things that I had dreamt, like only dreamt of, becoming a reality and me being to take that, like being able to take that dream and that vision that, at that time was like 3 months prior was only a dream in my head. And now I'm standing in it and now I'm creating it and now I'm giving my dream to somebody in hand. And that's really what sparked like all of that energy for me was being able to take my creativity and seeing it bring joy to someone else. I mean, how can you not be happy,